What's up guys, welcome to another video. The People's Penguin plays Universe Sandbox 2 episode 2. So we're going to mix things up a little bit today, and what we're going to do is we're going to see what would happen if Saturn and its rings contained, so Saturn with its rings, we're going to see what would happen if there was a large, I know that Saturn does have moons, but we're going to see what would happen if there was sort of like our moon-sized moon inside Saturn's rings. So what we're going to do, we are going to add our moon into orbit around Saturn. So we'll just line it up properly first with the plane. Let's see if we can just tilt it so it's there or thereabouts. That'll do. So we've got the rings orbiting around Saturn. So they're not on an angle, they're just on the plane, so we can add in our moon. We're going to slow time down so we can actually see what's going on. And we're going to put the moon on the edge of the rings of Saturn. And we're just going to see what would happen. So nothing might not, if nothing happens, what we'll do is we'll add a larger object into that same orbit. So there we go. The moon is now in orbit around Saturn. If nothing happens, we'll increase the size of the moon. So let's see what's going to happen. We'll speed time up just so we can see what effect the moon has on Saturn's ring. So already you can see particles are starting to escape. That's quite interesting. And we'll just leave it to its own devices, see what's going to happen. So some particles are escaping but then coming back. You can see they're shooting off into the distance. Nothing much is actually happening. Don't think that Saturn's actually been affected. Let's select Saturn, look on the dark side, see if we can see any collisions. No, I don't think there's any collisions happening. What we'll do is we'll select the moon and we'll increase its mass by 2. See what difference that has. It's definitely distorting the rings, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. I was hoping that the rings would collide with the moon. Seems as though the moon is... Oh yeah, there are some particles hitting the moon. So it's not doing much. It's kind of shooting the particles off, and then they're getting sucked back in to Saturn's orbit. So what we'll do is we'll increase the mass again by 2. Doesn't seem to be much going on. The rings is definitely still there, although looks slightly more condensed now. So we'll increase the mass again. Can definitely see it's making an effect with the particles shooting out, but they are getting dragged back. Oh, are there some escaping there? Yeah, they're slowly getting dragged back in. So we'll go up again, double the moon. So we're now at 16 times the mass of the moon. 32 times the mass of the moon. 64 times the mass of the moon. Now that's having more of an effect now. Look at the particles drifting off slightly. It's weird because when I've got the moon selected, it looks like Saturn's orbiting the moon, which we know that's not true. So yeah, the rings are definitely being affected. The moon is definitely taking a pounding. We'll just knock it up again, 128 the mass. And the rings are now colliding with Saturn. You can see. And Saturn's starting to cool down, oddly. The moon is now 1.5 times the size of the Earth. We'll increase it, we'll double it again. It's now 256 times. Yeah, the ring has definitely taken a pounding, and Saturn is heating up somewhat chronic. It's starting to cool now. The ring is almost completely not there anymore. It's just particles that have been launched off into space. So what's going on with the moon? Let's have a look at the moon. The moon is still a cold, dead place. Let's knock it up to 4 times the size of the Earth. And its radius is shrinking. I'm guessing it's going to start to get torn apart by Saturn. Let's knock it up to 8 times the size of the Earth. 8 times the mass of the Earth. And it's definitely starting to affect. There's a bit of wobble on Saturn now. The rings are gone. A few particles left that are just getting sucked around in the void. And you can still see, even out here, they're still getting drawn in. And the moon is getting a lot closer to Saturn now. Let's knock it up to 10 times the size of the Earth. And the temperature has skyrocketed, and the temperature of Saturn is starting to cool. So let's leave it like that, and we'll speed it up, and let's just see what happens. Yeah, there's a lot of wobble on Saturn. They're starting to orbit each other now. It's a bit of like a binary planet system. So let's slow time back down and increase the mass of the moon to 20 times the Earth. Let's see what happens. It's getting real. It's going to start getting ripped apart soon, I would have thought, or it's just going to collide, one or the other. We've got a nice spiral going on there. That's really, really cool. So let's see what would happen right now if we put another ring system around Saturn. The rings have just been shot off into space or absorbed by either the moon or Saturn. Let's knock the moon up to 30 times the mass of the Earth. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is the moon growing? It is. Or is Saturn shrinking? They're both growing. Oh, there we go. Bye bye moon. So 30 times the mass from the outside of the rings 30 times the mass of the Earth we had to make the moon, so that it actually eventually got swallowed by Saturn. So let's see what happens now. Can it still support rings, or will it just suck them in? Let's have a look. Speed time up. That's really cool. Yep, so there you go. So let's make things really interesting now. And let's put something a bit bigger. Let's say the Earth. Let's orbit... No, well, yeah. Let's orbit the Earth in the middle of the ring system. See how that affects. And you can see straight away the impact. Let's speed up time a little bit. Binary orbit again. The Earth is pulling Saturn. You can just see all the particles from the rings we've created. And the Earth is taking a pounding as well. Temperature of the Earth is increasing. Life's fine, apparently. That's what you call global warming. So let's have a second Earth. Slow time down a little bit. Let's have a second Earth orbiting on the same or similar orbital distance. Oh, the Earth's crashed pretty quickly there into each other. Select Earth. There we go. So Earth doubled in size, as it would. Another Earth crashed into it. And let's give Saturn back its rings. Look at that corkscrew motion through space. And Earth is just absorbing all of those rings. Slow time down a little bit so we can select the Earth. We're not really fast enough. And let's keep the mass of the Earth same, but see what happens if we double the radius. Speed time back up. Because the mass is unchanged, the gravitational effect on Saturn shouldn't change. So we should be able to, in theory, I may be wrong, but in theory we should be able to increase the radius of the Earth. Oh, nope, never mind. Never mind. There we go. So the rings of Saturn weren't really affected until we increased the size of the moon. Maybe the moon's just not a big enough object. I mean, over billions and billions of years, I'm sure that eventually the moon would have taken some of them fragments, and eventually the rings. You might have had an inner ring, and then a gap, then the moon. knows? But that's for another video. And thanks for checking it out, guys. I've made this video a little bit shorter, intentionally. The last one was a little bit long, and we'll try and keep them, I don't know how long this one's been running, but we'll try and keep them sort of 10-15 minutes tops rather than the 25 minutes last week. But thanks for watching. Keep your eye out for episode 3. If you have any suggestions of what I can do, because I'd like to do it, you know, if anyone's got a suggestion, I'd like to do that. You know, crash something into something, or see if you can terraform so and so planet, things like that. Let me know what you think. Drop me a comment, or send me a message on YouTube. Check out Twitch, same name, The People's Penguin. I do stream on there. My schedule's on my page, and also you can follow me on Twitter at The People's Penguin. And stay tuned for more videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.